Hey YouTube, back again. This time for another review for you. This time is only one episode because, well, we'll see how this goes. Anyway, I'm on episode 7 of season 5. This is She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. So, we begin the episode with Adora and Glimmer and Bo and Catra and then Trapta all still on the way back to Etheria. Adora is trying to learn to control the ability to summon the sword to transform into She-Ra. But everyone keeps getting in her way and interrupting her and distracting her, and she can't get it. But she's trying. And while all this is going on, once all the introductions of the episode are done, Entrapta tells them we'll be back on Etheria in one day. Cool. Then Adora goes, I wonder how everyone else is doing back on Etheria. First of all, you know what what it's like on Etheria. You were on Etheria when he was taking over. Nothing good is happening on Etheria. What are you playing with? The hell? Okay. It's my cat. She's having the time of her life. Meow. Okay, fine. Don't do cute stuff anymore. Anyway, so, I don't even know if that showed up. That could have been just blank space. Anyway, so she goes, I wonder how everyone's doing. Like, she's on vacation summer vacation in Monterey and wondering how everyone else is doing back at Beverly Hills High. I don't understand why did she forget that everything's threateningly tense right now? Not. So then we flash over to the Great Rebellion. Well, the Rebellion. And we see them sort of being in fancy dress. And I'm like, what's going on? The first thing you see is Mermista's hair done up and then a hat. And then you see a shoe, and I'm like, oh no, Detective Mermista's back. This is not the time for a fluffy piece. And as soon as we see these bits and pieces, it goes out to underwater soiree adventure. And I'm like, this is not the time for a funny episode. Not at all. And they come up with, they say that there's a spy, or they need to go to this soiree where there's reports that Prince Peekaboo will be there. And he has the power of foresight, but he's a hermit, so they have to sneak up on him, or else he'll know they're there and run away. So they go to this party, this secret underground, underwater, under everything party. And they sort of split up into three sort of stories. There's Mermista and Seahawk dealing with like disgruntled ex-partners and people. Seahawk keeps seeing people that he's like angered over the years for burning all of their boats. Perfuma's like living it up as like she just fell into her alias and her role. And then there's Scorpia, who just doesn't fit in and can't really do it well. She just sees herself as the muscle and nothing else, and that she can't carry on this whole like facade like everyone else. She's doing terribly. So as they're fighting, or as they're like going around, they're like, we gotta find Prince Peekaboo. We gotta find Prince Peekaboo. And then Peekaboo shows up on stage. He's apparently the MC. And when they first said that, I was like, Prince Peekaboo? Wasn't Peekaboo a princess in season 1 and dating Sweet Bee? Like, wasn't that a thing? I'm pretty sure that was a thing when they were like preparing for Princess Prom. Did the writers forget that this was a thing? Cause I remember. But anyway, they've switched Peekaboo from being a girl to a boy. And he's right there on stage. And then he introduces Swin on the piano. And I was like, Swin! Because I remember Swin from the original series. In the original series, Swin was Seahawk's first mate. And a guy. This Swin is a girl and a pianist. But they did keep the red hair and they're both chunky. So, Perfuma sees that Scorpia is like floundering, so she goes to try to like give her a pep talk. You know, she really, really likes Scorpia. And wants Scorpia to relax and feel better about herself. So she gives her a pep talk, tries to like get Scorpia to sort of follow what she wants. Like she Scorpia, not she Perfuma. Like just follow her heart, you know. Do what you like, not because you're good at it, but just because you like it. And she likes to sing. So Peekaboo shows up. Perfuma goes off to find Mermista and Seahawk. And Scorpia tries to tail Peekaboo so she doesn't lose sight of him. She gets up on stage, tries to like find her way backstage. Spotlight comes on her. She does a song. She does this whole number, and it's terrible because the whole number is I'm a spy in disguise in your eyes. And she's just singing like the truth to the whole room, but they love it. And she goes back and forth in the song from being really good and like really awkward and really bad. Like, but I guess that's supposed to be like I'm not that good at it. But it just seems sort of out of place. Well, not out of place, but like she's so-so. The song's pretty good. It's all right. But anyway, Honestly, I was expecting her to be a much better singer than that. But anyway, she gets backstage, confronts Peekaboo, and he starts acting strange. And she's like, wait a minute. Do I know you? And he's like, and he's getting real nervous. And at that very moment, I was like, this isn't Peekaboo. This is freaking DT. And he's like, and she's like, oh, I know where I know you from. Perfuma's like bat mitzvah or something. And he's like, yeah, yeah. That's where we met. And she's like, Perfuma has never had a bat mitzvah. Who are you? And then he tries to like get away and she just stings him and he falls on the ground and then like transforms through all the past things the DT is transformed into. And I was like, mm-hmm. And then like goes Glimmer, Adora, Catra, Flutterina, some random guard, Seahawk, and then finally like it transforms into their high heels and then pans up to their face and then Scorpio's like, double trouble? You didn't see that coming? So, yep, Peekaboo is actually double trouble in disguise. No one's seen Peekaboo, but apparently he's still a prince. And not a princess, unlike what they told us in season 1. So, I wonder if he's still dating Sweet Bee. But then he reveals that like half the crowd's been chipped and he like knows all the tea about what's been going on with Horde Prime because he snuck into like he transformed into one of the clones. They transformed into one of the clones. And like ah! Stop it. Both of you? Yeah, they transformed into clones and snuck around and found out all the stuff, so they know everything that's going on with Horde Prime and Adora and friends. And then the whole party turns out to be brainwashed and mind controlled. And it's just the 5 of them. Well, Seahawk, Mermista, Perfuma, and Scorpia versus like all of them because DT is still paralyzed from from the sting. They fight, but then it turns out that Mermista got chipped and is the worst. And they have to make a break for it. They have to make an escape. DT knows of a secret elevator that's right on the stage. And they have the little goofy moment, and it's cute, it's fun. But then, like, Scorpio does this, like, super heroic sacrifice thing, and I was like, no, not Scorpio. Not when she finally comes to herself. But that is a well done sacrifice. That's what Catra should have done. She should have had one well done sacrifice and then died. So Scorpius chipped. Also, it turns out that back at the camp, Spinnerella, who was chipped last episode, has been sneaking around and chipping other people. And now, like, everybody at the camp got chipped except for, like, Natasha, Frieza, Frosta, and Mike. No, not Micah. They got Micah. Micah, why? Where's Shadow Weaver? Where is Shadow Weaver? I just realized in that whole fight, Shadow Weaver wasn't there. Where is she? Did they forget? Is she somewhere else? What? What? But yeah, Natasha, Frosta, and Swiftwind are the only ones that have not been chipped. The rest of the rebellion is gone. Just mind slaves. So apparently we have, like, Entrapta got a signal through and she communicated with Perfuma. And Perfuma's like, don't come back. We've all been taken. The rebellion's been controlled. Everything's bad. And I'm like, oh yeah. Yeah, everything's bad. Everything's the worst. So, I don't know. I mean, you know they're going to come out on top. But, like, I want to know, where are all these other people that, like, we met along the way? Where are the Star siblings? Where's Shadowy? Where's Huntara? Where are these people? I need to know. So we'll see you next episode. Until then, ciao.